I'm great. What about you?
Good. Okay. Question one.
All right.
Have you accomplished your dreams that you wanted to do during your childhood?
My dreams were different from when I was a child. When I was a child, I wanted to work for a major company and be a president of a company. But as I got older, my dreams changed. I think that I'm working towards fulfilling them now.
Question two. Did you join any activities during high school or college?
Oh yeah, I did lots of stuff. I was in lots of clubs and organizations. I wasn't involved in sports, but I was always very active at my church and the youth department in my church. I was in a Girl Scout. I was a Girl Scout until I was 15. And I did Red Cross Club at school, 4-H club, home economics club like Miss Osame does. I was president for my high school 4-H club and pep club. I mean, just a bunch of different stuff.
Okay, question number 3. What was your favorite subject in school? Is that what you teach now?
Actually, my favorite subject in school was science, and I taught science for a long time. My least favorite subject was math, but my favorite subject to teach is math because I know how hard math can be for kids. So I work really hard to try to make it easier for y'all.
Okay, question 4. What college did you attend?
I went to Georgia College and Georgia Southern University in Statesboro. I started out at Georgia Southern and then I transferred to Georgia College.
Okay. What were your goals in college?
As a college student, like I said, I wanted to be a president of a major company. And then my god sister was a little baby, and I taught her how to say her ABCs, and I thought it was just the neatest thing. You know, she was 3 and she learned her ABCs, and so after that I was like, man, I can teach. And so I decided to go to school to be a teacher, and I loved every minute of it. Being in the classroom was fun for me.
Okay. 7. Who do you admire and why?
I admire my mother and my grandmother. I admire my grandmother. She's passed away now, but I admire her because she only had a 5th grade education, but she was able to raise 7 children. She was a single parent. She bought her own house in the 60s when it was very difficult for a black woman to accomplish those things. She always did. She worked hard and she believed in God, and she felt like if you did those 2 things and got an education, you could be successful. And I admire my mother because she is she's a God-fearing woman, and she's the glue that holds our family together. So those 2 people I admire a lot.
Okay, question 8. What advice would you give to your teenage self?
I would tell my teenage self to just wait a minute, that everything comes in time. A lot of times I try to do things faster than I should have been doing them because I thought I was grown. And I made some mistakes that now looking back on it, I probably should have just waited. It was not something that wasn't going to go anywhere. So I should have just waited. So I would tell myself to just wait and to study harder in school, to do better in school because, you know, once you make that F in a class or a D in a class, it really messes up your grade point average. So it's better to maintain a B, to just keep a B average or an A average, than to have to try to pull up a grade after you fail the subject.
Question 9. Did you always want to work in education?
No. When I was your age, I knew teachers didn't make any money, and so I was all about the dollar, and that's why I wanted to work at a major corporation to be president of the company because I knew you could make a lot of money. But as I got older, I realized I got fulfillment from teaching. Like I told you, my little god sister was a little girl, and she was a real smart little girl, and she could just learn stuff so quickly and catch on, and it was just so fun for me to watch her learn, and I want to be able to do that with other kids. So, no, I haven't always wanted to be a teacher. No, I always wanted to be in education, but I love it now, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
That's why we love it. Question 10. How does your childhood affect what you do today in education?
Because I was such a terrible math student, I worked really hard at making math fun and interesting for kids. I know the things that y'all don't understand because I didn't understand it. And so, and I was always the quiet kid in school because I wasn't going to kick up any dust and get in trouble. So I never asked a whole bunch of questions. So I tried to figure it out for myself. So that's how my childhood me affects my teaching. As far as, I like to have fun as a kid. And so I always try to make my classroom a fun place to be. I love art. So I always did some kind of art project with my students. So those two things from my childhood have always affected how I interact with kids.
Well, thank you, Ms. Burston, for your time. I was thankful for the interview. We really enjoyed.
Okay. You turn that off now. So what was his purpose? What did he come from?
Okay.
I know why she was here.
He didn't